Do you like being hassled constantly? Do you like a little bit of chaos? Do you like unbearable desert heat? And do you like being sold stuff you don't need? Then you'll love Marrakech. Do I like Marrakech? Well, I don't know yet, but come with me and let's make up our minds together over a couple of days. Should be a fun trip, but let's start it back at the beginning, back at the airport. This is Gatwick Airport, 4:30 AM in the middle of holiday season. That's all you need to know. Let's get through it. Now I've got a bad feeling about this trip because I don't like the heat and I don't like chaos, and I think Marrakech is going to give me plenty of both. But you know more than I do because you've seen the intro. Did I look like a broken man in it? Actually, don't tell me. I'd rather not know. Currently I'm in a good mood, but that's about to change because we're flying British Airways. How will they destroy my morale? God knows, they come up with new and ever more creative ways each time I fly. But let's go get on the plane. By the way, I don't talk to you while I'm on the plane because I don't want my fellow passengers thinking I'm a twat. And boom, we're in Marrakech and I'm very happy to be here. The BA flight over wasn't horrendous, the service wasn't down at its usual low standards, and the USB charging socket in front of the seat even worked this time. That's the first time in about 6 flights they've provided me with a working USB charger. It wouldn't normally worry me, but then you think if they can't make a USB charger work, what about the life jacket and the oxygen mask they're going to provide me with in an emergency, and the escape exits and the slide. But I try not to think about any of that. I booked this hotel, which was very reasonably priced, and they messaged me saying, do you want a car from the airport waiting? It'll be €20. Well, it's about a 20-minute drive, so I thought, that's not too bad. But I could be getting completely ripped off. People who've been to Marrakech are probably screaming at their screens right now, saying, no, you shouldn't be paying more than €4 or €5 to get into the city. But we will discover that together in real time. So I've paid €20. If the car's there, great. If not, then I will argue about it with the hotel once I get there. Hello, yes, that's me, thank you.
There's not only the
Right, okay, yeah. Yeah, the humidity, yeah. Thank you very much. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Beautiful.
but it's healthy.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I was in Dubai last year and
It's not good with the humidity.
yeah.
It's Marrakech.
Marrakech.
Yes.
Marrakech.
Yes. Marrakech.
Marrakech.
Yeah. It is two verbal words. Amor and Akesh.
Amor.
Two words.
Akesh.
Yeah. Amor means land. Akesh means a god.
Right.
It's 950 years. The Barbican today is 2,975 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Tunisia before called it Africa. Libya and Egypt call it Libya, but south of Egypt. Another name for Marrakech is a red city because the construction is in this color.
Yes.
But it's not red, it's ochre.
Thank you. Where is it, down here?
The man there.
Yeah. In the tie, in the suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Do I pay?
This one.
Yeah.
You can pay in the hotel.
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are euros okay?
Yeah.
Euros okay, yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you. Cheers. Hello, thank you. I'm Phil. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, and we don't have air conditioning anywhere. No air conditioning.
Yes.
This is incredible.
Yes.
I'm so happy.
Yes, welcome, sir. Welcome to Marrakech.
Oh, here we are. Thank you. What a welcome. Unbelievable service. They said, did I want a mint tea? I said no, because I've got my bottle of water, and they said no, it's a traditional welcome, so I'm having a mint tea. Spoiler alert, I don't particularly like mint tea.
Pistachio.
Oh,
Nuts.
lovely. Thank you. Oh wow, you've done that before.
Yeah.
Thank
Take
you.
the pictures.
Yeah, that's perfect. Well, they've given me tea and biscuits, which is amazing. The service is incredible. He just went, I didn't get a chance to tip him, and I've only got €5 notes, so I am tipping €5 at a time, which is fine if I have to. But I don't know what time I can check in. There's another one lurking out there now. They are brilliant, but I kind of just want to get in the room if it's available. I can't lie. Wow, lovely. Okay, this is incredible. The swimming pool on the roof, the whole roof terrace. Breakfast is included, so we will see that in the morning. If I spin you around, that's the main square. That's right in the middle of the city. I'm going to get back over here in the shade. Not a lot is going on now, because although you can't feel it, it is darn hot. I mean, properly warm. We're up over 40 degrees now. But in the evening, it all kicks off. All the markets going on, music playing, absolutely everything's happening. Now, I've got a bit of a dilemma because the room isn't ready for about 2 or 3 hours, but it is really hot. So they've just said to me to just chill until the room is ready, sort of in the shade, downstairs or whatever. They told me to make it my home, which I will happily do, but I also need to get some dirhams. Shall we venture out into the heat? I will complain. I haven't got my sun cream on. I better go find my sun cream. I'm going to return to the temperature-controlled security of the hotel for a couple of hours, let the heat pass, let all of the activity build up a little bit, and also, between you and me, I'm walking around weighed down by an ungodly amount of cash to use for the reason why I'm here, buying jewellery and technology, cameras, batteries, microphones, all sorts of things, and all of my official documentation. So I feel quite vulnerable, even though it all feels quite safe. I do feel quite vulnerable, having basically my entire life in quite loose-fitting shorts. There are snake charmers and monkey handlers sort of all over the square. I can't let the camera dwell on them because if they think I'm filming them directly, they will want money. Of course I'll say no, but I don't want to have the argument. And we're in the room. I've been in the pool for the last hour, but you have no interest in seeing that, so I won't put you through it. This is what we're dealing with. The bed with a lover's drape over it. I'm here on my own, so that's not really provocative. That's just sort of something I'm going to have to move out of the way. Phone over there, sofa, one complimentary bottle of water, which in 43-degree heat is going to be much needed. Television, then a mini bar, which I do have to pay extra for. Apparently no beer in there, but that's fine, that's where we are. And then into the bathroom, 2 robes, toilet. I don't know why I'm narrating the stuff. You know what all of this stuff is. Got some little toiletries. There I am. And then the shower. And that all looks good. And then back out. The cost of this room, there's the air conditioning unit doing its thing, wardrobe, and then there we go, safe and some slippers. The cost of this room, I had to double check because the service is incredible. We've got the swimming pool and the spa thing being built, but that's not ready yet. £110 a night, 110 quid a night on the booking app. That's with the exchange rate and everything like that. That's what I pay now. Obviously prices vary, but in August, absolute bargain, and we are right on the square. Very, very good. And we're at it. I had an hour's sleep because I had been up since 3:15 a.m. and I want to sort of go into the evening. I had a shower in air conditioning, completely revitalised myself, and then within about 11 seconds of stepping out into the heat, I feel exactly back to square one. I'm travelling much lighter now. I have a much more reasonable amount of money on me should anything happen. Everything is now safely in the safe. Let's go for a walk around. I need some food. So petrol is about £1 a litre. For the Americans, that means gasoline is about $1.35 a litre. Well, no, you don't do litres, you do gallons, but your gallons aren't the same as our gallons. We have, hello. Oh no, you're okay. Yeah, no, I'm just taking a walk. Thank you though, cheers. Right, answers on a postcard with how you cross the road. I don't know whether any eagle-eyed viewers noticed the metal detector that you have to go through to go in and out of the hotel. I don't know whether to be reassured by that or concerned by that, but we won't think about it now. Now, the temperature is about 35 degrees centigrade, but considering it was about 44 earlier, it feels quite manageable. The sun sets in about 2 hours, and that's when everything comes alive, and the way the temperature's dropping, I'll probably need to go and get my woolly hat and my fleece. Please hit subscribe if you haven't already. I know a fair amount of you recurringly watch my videos, but you haven't actually hit subscribe, so that's no good to me. And drop a comment about anything that infuriates you or makes you laugh as you see it, and hit like and the bell icon. Is that all the YouTube admin done? I think so. There we go, Menara Mall, if I can get to it without getting run over. That looks like where we want to be. And it also looks like a building with air conditioning if ever I've seen one. Now that is air conditioning. That is weapons grade air conditioning. Wow. Sorry, I didn't get food, but I was so hungry that I've eaten half it before I remembered to show you. There it is, burger and chips. You've all seen burger and chips before. So that was breads, burger, fries and a Sprite for £11, which isn't too bad at all. They weren't going to set the world on fire, but they filled me up, and ultimately that was the goal. This is a cool street. It's got all the banks on it, but they've all got their own unique look to their buildings, like sort of little individual monuments to capitalism. That's the train station over there. I don't think we need to go any closer. You've got the idea with that. I wouldn't say the roads are dangerous to cross, but they do have a little bit of spice to them. You just got to pay attention for the mopeds. If my 9-year-old daughter was here, I would be holding her hand very tightly as I'm about to get flashed by a moped and another one. So the pub is called the Chesterfield, and to be honest, it reminds me a lot of Dubai. When I went around all the British pubs in Dubai, that's a long story. And effectively, it's in a hotel. Like all of them are in hotels, and it's sort of a mock-up British pub. All the seats inside in the air conditioning are taken, so I'm out in the courtyard, and there's 3 guys smiling at me. So I'm slightly nervous. They watch the little videos, and I don't want to get caught up in anything tonight, drinking-wise. So we will have this, and we'll get going. The pint was about £4, which I'm not complaining about at all. Look at this, there's a snooker club, but it was established in 2005, so I thought to myself, why would you even bother putting that on the sign? And then you realise, that was 20 years ago, 2 decades ago. I know what your average age is who watches these videos, so yeah, 20 years ago. So it's about 1.5 miles back to the hotel and the square, where apparently it's going to be a lot more lively now. I'll go and see what's going on there. I don't think sort of doing a 6-mile walk this evening was a particularly good idea, but then when was I going to do it? It's not like it's going to sort of all of a sudden cool down, is it? Oh, we got a photo shoot going on. He's looking dapper, isn't he? And his sliders. Oh, good Lord, everybody did say the place gets a bit busier in the evening, and yeah, we are getting there. The square is over there, so let's go into the eye of the storm. Well, we have to go into the eye of the storm. That's where the hotel is. Oh my goodness me. There is a policeman with a whistle marshalling traffic, but unless his whistle is a mythical Greek weapon that can repel objects with sound, I don't trust any of the cars to obey him. How much? I'm now proudly cradling 2 big bottles of water for the hotel room. He quoted me 11 dirhams. I gave him a 20 dirham note, and he then said, "Yeah, 20 dirhams is fine." I was like, "What?" But that's still well under, you know, £2 for 2 big bottles. So I couldn't be bothered to argue. There was a queue of people. Oh my days. I've now got 4 litres of water in the room, which seems more appropriate, and I have drank about 4 litres of water through the day. So, yeah, that's a business to be in Marrakech. England, yeah.
Cheaper than Asda.
cheaper than Asda, thank you.
The bearable.
Hello. Hello, no thank you, no thank you though. No, I'm eating, no, oh thank you, cheers. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Yeah, see you later, alligator. Thank you, cheers. I don't know what the catch is with the music being played. There are bands sitting around that you can go and watch. There must be a financial catch to enjoying their music if you get too close, but I don't know what it is. It's like the game that we used to have at the school fates. I don't know if anyone remembers that. London. Yeah. Go on. Thank you so much. No, you're okay. Thank you. Now this is the Jamal El Fanar, which is a pronunciation that I've just massacred, square, of which my hotel is on the side of, which is great, I think. I'll let you know in the morning. And yeah, it's chaotic, but it's okay. It's not daunting. People are pushy. People are coming over trying to sell me their wares and their food, but they only push once or twice. And if you say no once or twice, they're gone. So it's not that bad so far. Caveat, so far. Right, where are we?
We have already.
So the souks, all the little markets, were sort of established about 1,000 years ago because it was a really, really old trading post. It was a merging point for caravans, a bit like Devon is today. But these caravans were from across the desert and Africa and some of Europe, and people would meet here and basically trade all sorts of things. And they still do. It's a tradition that's carried on to the point where some of the stuff being sold here, I don't think I can show you because it will be against guidelines on YouTube, like some of the animal products and things like that. I'm not going to risk it, but no, it's all relatively chill. I thought it would be a bit more chaotic than this. Oh, I'm okay, thank you. I'm going to keep it all at arm's length tonight because I am absolutely exhausted now. It's about 10 past 11. Okay, I just discovered the catch with the bands. They play, I film them for you on this camera, which to them doesn't really look like a camera. When I film them on my phone for the other videos just then, and a couple of other people were filming on their phone, a young lad quickly appears with a bucket and starts shouting and jumping up and down, saying, "You filmed, you must pay, you filmed, you must pay." Luckily I had like a sort of the equivalent of a 20p coin in my back pocket, so I just threw that in there just to get out of there. But that's the catch with the bands. Oh no, I'm okay, thank you, cheers. I've also lost my nerve now because I've just checked and I'm out of coins, so if I get cornered again for filming a band, I'm going to be paying the equivalent of a fiver, or I'm going to be having an argument with a young kid with a bucket. Okay, it's all still going strong, but it's about midnight and I am absolutely exhausted. So we'll hit it all hard tomorrow, along with everything else in Marrakech. But I'm going to get some much needed sleep. So I'll see you in the morning, which for me is about 7 hours away, but for you is now. And it's the morning. It's very quiet. Well, breakfast was really good at the hotel, and when I left you last night, I went in and had about a 10-minute chat with the night manager. I said it seems like the square's getting busier than anything. It seems like it's getting more, and he said, yeah, it goes on till about 4, sometimes 5 in the morning this time of year. Well, there's absolutely no chance I could have held out for that. I was exhausted. When I also told the fella how early I left and then how far I walked, he didn't call me stupid, but he did say it was unwise. I think he thought I was a boxer trying to cut weight. So today, I will be getting taxis. I have been in the desert a few times before. I do know the protocol, but last night, like I said, I thought that the heat would drop off much earlier than it actually did.
Not very hot.
No.
And the afternoon is very, very hot. 24 hours, 24.
Oh, wow. The driver did that annoying thing when I asked how much, when he said, oh, well, whatever you feel. Well, I don't know what I feel like. I don't want to offend you. So, yeah, I gave him about £9. I think he seemed quite happy with that. It was about 15 minutes. There was no air conditioning in the car, though, which was annoying. Now, where have I dragged you? Well, it's a garden. Marrakech has a lot of sort of gardens surrounding palaces and mosques and general public gardens. But this one was bought by the Yves Saint Laurent family in the 80s, and there's an Yves Saint Laurent. I couldn't care less about the Yves Saint Laurent family, but we'll go have a look. Sorry, I'm not really selling it to you now. There's a lot of police up here, and I haven't bought a ticket in advance, so this could all... you might not even be seeing this. So there's the garden and 2 museums. You have to buy tickets sort of on your phone at the gate if you don't get them in advance. So it's a bit like when we were in Venice a couple of weeks ago. Everyone's just sort of standing, scanning QR codes and waiting for their phones to load and sapping the Wi-Fi off each other. Unfortunately, out of the 2 museums, the Yves Saint Laurent Museum is closed. So I hate to break your hearts. I sort of know that you're all completionists when it comes to Yves Saint Laurent, and we will only be seeing the gardens of Yves Saint Laurent today and not the history of them. Thank you. Hello. Thank you. Oh, hang on.
It's okay.
Thank you. It was about 24 quid to get into here and the museum bit, which doesn't strike me as too bad. One thing I didn't show you was the amount of security outside. At either end of the road that you come down, there's a lot of weaponry and a lot of people in tactical gear. I don't know what it is about the garden, but it could just be that it's a massive amount of tourists congregating down that road. But yeah, that was a bit unnerving, but now I'm in, I realise we're in an urban paradise. What do I know about Yves Saint Laurent? Well, in a past life, in about my mid-20s, I bought an Yves Saint Laurent suit because it was quite a good price. It was very, very flash. And then a few weeks later, I started playing five-a-side football twice a week with my friends, and I lost a ton of weight, and the suit never got worn again. Money down the drain. But yeah, I'm sure he was a lovely guy, and that's his memorial. You're not allowed to film or take photos in the museum. I've just had about a half-an-hour excursion through it. It's very, very good, but everything, it's all lighting control because it's a lot of old stuff. It's all about the Berbers. The Berbers used to run things in this part of the world. We won't go into a sort of 1,000 years of history now, but yeah, it's lots of stuff on display, but of course the flashes of cameras and things like that will destroy them. Beautiful. Thank you. That was the gift shop, and I don't think anything in there is made by Yves Saint Laurent, but because it's in the Yves Saint Laurent gardens, some people were getting all gushy and trying stuff on and looking at the bags like it was. I don't fully know. I didn't want to hang around in there because even the security guards were trying to sell me stuff. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Well, that was absolutely lovely. It wasn't life-changing, but it was a fun little excursion for an hour and 15 minutes. It's an off licence. Look at that, we've got an off licence. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm running. Oh, fuck. The roads aren't too bad as everyone does maintain lane discipline and they have half an eye on their speed. I'd say that they're more chaotic than the UK, but less chaotic than Essex. Oh, this is a bit toasty. Warm. Are you warm? Turn the window down. Well, the taxi was about £8 or £9, which is fine. I'm not going to argue about that because it was about 20 minutes. We're now at Bahia Palace. Again, I'm massacring the pronunciation. And the other problem we've got is you are getting a little bit hot. The camera of which connects me and you is getting quite hot in my hand now. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure whether you're going to catch fire at some point in my pocket. Sorry, everybody. So the palace was built by someone called Si Musa, which we won't go into the history of now, but it is fascinating. But as always, we then go off on a 20-minute excursion. Go and check out the wiki page if you want to read all about it, but it is quite interesting. He wasn't a royal as such, he was just a very, very, very important person, kind of like a chamberlain. In the UK, we've got very tight rules about buildings being called palaces. Literally only the royals can have them, apart from one, Blenheim Palace, which is owned by a family that aren't the royals, but there's a long story around that. Well, for £8, that was absolutely fine. Both the gardens and the palace are incredibly well run. Staff are really friendly and there's a lot of security, but they keep themselves to themselves. Now we're going to get back over to the hotel through the markets, which I'm hoping will be heavily shaded. Sorry, are you getting fed up about me talking about the heat? Well, it is completely dominating my entire existence at the moment, so you'll have to live with it as well. It's now about 1 p.m. It's absolutely brutal. It's starting to quiet down now as everyone escapes the heat. I'm going to escape the heat also into the hotel for about 3 or 4 hours and sort of get my body temperature back to a more healthy level. Do a bit of reading and writing, I think. And you join me about 4 hours later with the temperature dropping from lethal just down to a mild brutal. For the benefit of eagle-eyed viewers, I have changed my shirt, but it's exactly the same shirt as what I was wearing, just a different version of it. That's why it's more creased. I have to wear multiple versions of the same tops when I go away for continuity on the shorter videos. There you go, see, I'm peeling back the curtain on how this whole magic show works. I'm going to do it. I can do this. I can be like a local. There we go. Come on, Phil. Well, yeah, that was an easy one, to be fair. Oh, over this side. Thank you. Can I get in the front? Oh, thank you. I've brought us back down to the modern plaza area that I saw last night walking by. I got a taxi up. The taxi was about £4 and the walk was about 45-50 minutes. That gives you an idea of the taxi prices. The roads are fine. I felt safe in every single taxi. There's police everywhere and they're pulling people over constantly. It's not that bad. The scary journeys that I've had, this place doesn't even come close to. I was in the north of Sweden in a coach in the middle of winter going through snow and ice. Now the driver had that under control. I just found it quite scary. The outright scariest journey I had was, well, there were a couple of hairy ones in Egypt, which I think you saw, but last year I was in Dubai and the taxi from the hotel back to the airport, oh my days, he was sitting on the motorway, the freeway, at about 140, 150k, which was about 90, 95 miles an hour, whizzing through traffic. Yeah, that was utterly terrifying. Do let me know the scariest taxi or car journey you've ever had while away, or maybe in your hometown, in the comments. I'm always intrigued as to what countries have the safest drivers and which countries don't have the safest drivers. I just had a nosy in quite a posh looking estate agent's window, and although my maths might be slightly off, an apartment in the nice part of the city is sort of £50,000 to £100,000, and if you've got £500,000 then you'll get a 5,000 square foot villa with swimming pool, garden, the lot on the edge of a golf course. It looks quite nice. Hello. So there was a smartly dressed guard leaning against a wall back there, and on Google Maps it just says Residence Royale. So I don't know who or what family live in there, but they have a smartly dressed guard who doesn't seem particularly attentive to their security. Absolutely bloody delicious. We have a l'entrecôte in London, which is a bit different to that, but people queue. You can't book there, you have to queue, and people queue for 2 or 3 hours. I made a video on it a couple of years ago that did quite well. But yeah, the sauce that they use for the steak is absolutely amazing. So when I saw it on Google Maps, that is where I went, and it was about 15 quid, 16 quid. Fine by me. Oh God. Oh, thank you. Oh God. I'm hoping that they have a football match on. Well, that was a great atmosphere. It was about £16 for 5 fairly small beers, but yeah, loved it. Anyway, we are going to get back down to the markets, and we've got to buy some things. What are we going to buy? Right, here we go. I've got a beer in me now. I know what I'm doing. There we go. That's all you need. You just need a beer in you, and you're as good as one of the locals. They don't drink beer. Now in the UK we call this a zebra crossing, which means that as soon as a pedestrian steps foot on it, they have the right of way. I don't feel like I have the right of way in the slightest. but I'm going to act strong and be strong like these ladies here. Oh, apart from this fella. Oh, hang on, there we go. Here we go. Drink. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Now, if anything in this next portion of the video seems like I've lost my mind or gone slightly unhinged, which it may or may not, I'm not entirely sure, then do not worry. It's because I've got to film stuff for the short form video of me buying stuff here. That's what's going on. I don't quite know what it is I'm going to buy, but trust me, I do have it all under control. I think. Gonna have to take it home. I'm gonna say it, the stray cats in Marrakech are all very cute. They're about half the size of our domestic cats back in Britain, but they're all, I don't know, they're quite adorable. I'm not gonna put one in my suitcase, don't worry. There's a fella doing freestyle football, and then another fella who's got some peacocks and birds of prey with him, and some rats as well, randomly. I wish I could show you both of those things in more detail, but if I do, they will want money from me. Oh, you got Chelsea? You got the new Chelsea? Oh, wow. I feel like I could have driven you harder then.
You're welcome. Morocco shirt, no?
No, I'm okay, no. The Rolexes are between 200 and 250 euros, not dirhams, euros. I ain't paying 200 euros to have a Rolex on my wrist, whether it be real or fake. Fish and chips. I've got to keep moving. No, because you're going to do me. You're going to sell me something. You're too good at it. Because that's what you do. You sell people. No. You're too good. And you're too good as well. You're going to try and sell me something. Sorry, sir. How much for the little bags?
180.
180 euro. No, dirham. Oh. North Face bags about 15 quid before you start haggling. I don't need one, annoyingly. That's like what he had. Now, how much for that? How much for that? Now we've got an issue because I found a little wallet that I thought I might buy. I don't particularly want it, but I thought I might buy it. And I cannot for the life of me remember where the guy's stall is. Oh, damn it. The tactic that a lot of them take is looking's free, come in, have a look. No, you're not buying anything. They sort of grab you by the arm. No, you're not buying anything, come in and have a look. And then, then the looking quickly turns into the sales pitch. But like I say, they're not that harsh. If you say no twice, it seems to be, you're out of there. They're not grabbing you and pulling you back. No, thank you. Later maybe, yeah. Thank you. Now, eagle-eyed viewers will notice I'm wearing a cap. These are about 50 or 60 quid back home, and I just got it for 50 dirhams, which is about 4 quid. Absolute bargain. Yeah, it's only 2 nights. So spin it round and see what's going on. Yeah, you have a good trip. Take care, mate. Cheers. Thank you very much. Cheers. I don't know what his game was then. I don't know what his game was, but I didn't like it. That was a deep one. He came over and said he was a student here. He wasn't a student. He's in his late 50s if he's a day. Started telling me about how he was studying in London, how there's a music festival tomorrow in the square. I don't know what his end game was there. I didn't like that one. Didn't like it at all. That one seemed deeper than sort of just trying to casually sell me something or get me to play a fairground game. It's now gone 2:30 a.m. and I think that's me done. It is getting a little bit repetitive. I've said no more times than a player who's trying to get signed by Newcastle, and also a lot of the sellers are sort of latched onto the fact that I have a camera on me and ask me to put it away each time, so it's not like it's content efficient either. So that is all of the chaos going on over there, the main square and the Medina behind it, and then this is where we are staying with the big secure locked doors. So yeah, and there's a few hotels dotted around. Well, that was only a marginal success with what I bought, but I will see you in the morning, which for me is about 5 hours away, but for you is now. And it's the morning. I didn't have breakfast in the hotel this morning. The breakfast is fine, that's no criticism of the breakfast, but I don't normally eat breakfast. The hotel is the Art Place Riyadh and Hotel right on the square if you're interested. Again, the stuff, I'm not showing you too much of it. Sometimes I walk through it and I think I'm the only guest there, and then other times I come out of the room and walk through it and there's dozens of people knocking about. So yeah, all nationalities as well. I've spoken to a couple of the others. Everybody seems really happy. You can't get a drink, we can't get a proper drink in there, if you know what I mean. But then this whole area of Marrakech, you can't do that. And at 110 a night, it's a bargain. 110 is what I've paid. It did seem to vary a little bit from day to day, but I still think it's good value. The only hotel that I've seen that I wished I was staying at instead is at downtown, the Radisson Blu. That looks very special, the pool and everything, from the pictures, but that was a lot more expensive. That's a fully fledged 5-star. So if budget ain't a problem for you, the Radisson Blu, I reckon. Now we have an evening flight, so it's that scenario where effectively we have a free day here. Language-wise, people do speak English, but just enough English to do their job. No more than that. You do find a few who are very good at English, but the two languages here are sort of Arabic and French. French is what they learned at school. So in the bar last night in the restaurant, I actually gave my French a workout, which I'm more than happy to stumble through with someone who can speak French, but I'm not going to put off camera because you lot will be mean about my accent and my pronunciation. That's quite annoying. The little jewellery souk with all the gold is still opening up. It's got quite a lot of security. So, yeah, I'm going to have to come back there in a second to try and buy my gold. It's like the M25. As a city break, I think 3 or 4 days would do you. I really do. There are some bits that I haven't done because it just wouldn't work on film, like the religious buildings and things like that. There's also a water park and a couple of other bits like that, and the casino. And, yeah, but 3 or 4 days I think will do you, unless you're going to start doing the excursions and venturing off to other cities and the mountains and things like that. Now behind me, and I know the glare of the sun is coming right into the lens, quite a few tourists have been snagged by the monkey handlers and the snake charmers. Yeah, the monkeys are cute. I cannot lie, the monkeys are cute, but I don't know how happy they are. I think they'd rather be out in the wild. I just got approached by that guy that I spoke to you last night over. Oh God. Let's try and stay alive. Oh, sorry! I think, well, I'm not sorry, I couldn't care less. Just don't want to die. Yeah, I just got approached again by that guy that I told you about last night, who came over and wanted to have a conversation, and he wasn't trying to sell me anything or like a photo opportunity or a game or anything like that. It was more complex than that. He was saying he was from London, he was a student, he wanted to engage me in like quite deep conversation. His English was very, very good. I don't know what his game is. If you do, please educate the rest of the class. But I got a very sinister vibe off him. That seemed more organised than just sort of the light-hearted scams. Now, I haven't actually seen a moped hit anyone, They must do. I can't see, just due to physics, space and speed, how they wouldn't hit people occasionally, but I haven't seen it. The plan now is to go and try and buy a bit of gold, but it's about 1,000 dirhams a gram at the moment, about 80 quid a gram and about 92 euros a gram. I can't remember what it is in dollars. We're not really working in dollars at all over here. I only want something very, very small for the benefit of the video, but I still think I'm going to be doing a couple of £100, and I didn't see much on sale in the windows yesterday of sort of small bracelets or anything like that. I am a bit wary that as soon as I engage, as soon as I open conversation, I'm going to be probably buying something from them. And really what I want is the cheapest thing on the menu, whatever it may be. We do have a problem. There is a language barrier, and although my French can order a bottle of wine or a beer or even get on a plane, my French cannot enter into negotiation over jewellery. I just don't back myself. Thank you very much. Yeah, check. Hello.
Promise, my friend.
Oh no, you're okay. Thank you. Cheers. I think I'm happy with my little gold chain. It's bought now. Did I get the bargain of the century? Almost certainly not. But have I got something worth something? Yes. It does seem to be regulated in there. They have to give out little certificates, and which seems to have official sort of stamps on them. They all seem super professional, and I got him down a fair amount. But yeah, I might have got done, but I don't think I've been done for hundreds. I think I've been done for tens, if that is the case. Well, partly because I didn't spend hundreds. Yeah, I spent 145 euros on a little gold chain. Don't really want it, but I bought it. Right, I'm going to go sit back in the hotel. It's now about 2 o'clock, and I've been out and about since about 8:30. No, you're okay, thank you. No, you're okay, thank you. If you are spending 250 euros or thereabouts on a fake Rolex or Audemars Piguet watch, take a look at your life, honestly. I'm going to have a quick swim, but don't worry, you're not going to have to watch that, and then I can combine it with a shower, because the showers are lovely, and then I'm fresh before I have to go to the airport. I don't want to sit next to the woman of my dreams on the plane, and the woman of my dreams I'm already married to. She doesn't watch these. Well, I had a swim and a shower, and I sat in the air conditioning for an hour. Well, I'm a poet, and I don't even know. And I had a lovely chat with a family, which I found out after a couple of minutes were Russian. So we'll keep politics out of it. We didn't really talk about any of that because, well, I was in an air-conditioned room with them. What was the point in me sort of trying to get a line to Putin through them? None at all. So anyway, yeah, interesting. Taxi time to the airport. Oh my God, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you here. Oh, I've got you. Oh, yeah, no. You know how to do it. You've done it before.
Yeah.
It's not that far, is it, to the airport?
That's about 20 kilometers.
20, yeah.
20 minutes.
20 minutes, no worries. It's too hot for me, too hot.
Yeah.
He had quite a lot of questions about the camera. I noticed that a fair few people don't like cameras, which is fine. I don't show anyone who doesn't want to be, and I'd put the camera straight away if anyone is uneasy around it. That was about 15 quid, 16 quid, so pretty much the same as getting in. There is quite a lot of security over there. There's quite a lot of security all over Marrakech, which is fine. I'd rather they're there and not needed than needed and not there. It's a lovely airport, but I reserve the right to change my mind on that in the next 2 hours. They were the Ryanair flights to Stansted and Manchester. You can get over here incredibly cheaply. I mean, I didn't pay much. Well, security was an absolute show, and no air conditioning. You know, I still don't think there's any air conditioning, and it's a little bit humid. And even the Europeans from the hotter countries were complaining about it, so it's not just me. Anyway, here we go, Marrakech Airport. All of the glitz and the glamour as far as duty-free goes, but no air conditioning. I withdraw everything I said on arrival about this airport. The no air conditioning is a real problem. Those announcements are pretty relentless and they're wearing thin. Security, not the worst I've been through, but throw it in with everything else going on. It's expensive, it's not as clean as it looks, it's crowded. Yeah. Oh, I love you too. I don't want to seem like a moaning Molly, and I know that you're bored of it, but it is still humid, and I am still hot. This plane is going to stink, like absolutely reek. As always, I'm not going to talk to you on the plane because I don't want my other passengers thinking that I'm a twat. Oh, I'm so hot. Jeepers. See you at the other end. So we got BA here, and if we just poke under there, you'll see a glimmer of a Ryanair flight, I think going to Manchester. So no matter how badly this flight goes, even if we have to ditch in an ocean somewhere, it could be worse. We could be on Ryanair going to Manchester.
Service 2813 is another going close, goes round. Captain, let me help flight.
Well, BA BA'd me all the way home, so I'm somewhat grateful to them for that. I've just filmed the summary for this post, which you will see after this message here, and I've realised how tired I am and how low energy it was, but I'm too tired to film it again. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching. This is the new summary of the video that you're going to see now. Thank you. And it's very late and I'm very tired now, but let's sum up Marrakech. It's the cheapest, quickest, most accessible way to sample a completely different culture. No other way can you just fly for 3 hours quite cheaply and take in a completely, almost different way of life. It's fine, it's full on, it's chaotic, but it's manageable. You do get hassled, but they soon give up. And of course, I caveat that by, as I always do, by saying, you know, I am a man. I can't speak for anybody else in society. But yeah, I didn't mind it. Will I be racing to go back? I don't know, leave that with me. I'll see how I feel in another week. But I'm so glad that you watched. Please hit subscribe if you haven't already, and the bell icon. Leave a comment down below and smash that like button. And God, you can tell I'm tired. I will see you on the next trip, wherever it may be.